This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Our goal with our videos is to empower you to be able to do the repairs on your own and save a whole lot of money and also get that great feeling of having fixed it by yourself. Today we have a GE Gallery washing machine that is no longer spinning. I think it's about 18 years old. So we're going to use a paint scraper to break the glue connection on where the rubber boot is connected, and just have to kind of pry it off, and that's going to get that boot out of the way to allow you to get the door lock off. So we're spinning off the old door lock with Phillips head screwdriver. Get the two Phillips head screws out. We're going to pull the lock to the left, then we have to pull off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 connectors off the back. So there's usually a little red switch here that has 2 connectors. We pull them off. There's a big modular connector there, we pull it off, and there's 2 spade connectors here that we pull off. That's the old one. So here's the modern type of door switch, which are only about 25 bucks at Amazon. But on this model, you can't just replace it. Some of these you can on the Gallery, the more modern ones. But on this one, we have to put in a new wiring harness. And we're also going to be removing this door strike here and replacing it with the one that comes with the kit. The kit's pretty expensive. It's about $200. So you want to make sure that your problem really is the door lock. There's a couple reasons why your machine may not be spinning. One is if it can't get rid of all the water. And if there's water left in there, it won't go to spin. So if you've ruled that out, could be the door lock, but it could also be the motor controller, which is also about $160. And if you do determine it's the door switch, this is how you can replace it with this wiring kit. It's not that hard. It'll probably take you, probably half an hour. So we're going to unplug it, make sure we don't have any power coming to it. We pulled out the old motor controller. We're going to take the 2 connectors off. The motor controller lives in the back right-hand side. It's held down with 2 Phillips head screws, and you can access it from the front. You just have to take out the screws and clip a couple of zip ties, and you can bring it out underneath the motor. So we're going to put this wiring harness onto the motor controller. And then we're going to put the old connector from the washer onto the new wiring harness. We're going to line up the yellow wire to the yellow wire. It only goes on one way. Make sure it's securely connected. And then that goes over to your motor controller. And then we take the connector that used to be on there. We just reconnect it. So the motor controller is all set. And here's the wiring harness. We have a blue wire and a white wire. They go up to the door lock. And we have a couple of black wires go up to the door lock. We have a red and white one that goes over to the pump. And it's pretty much just matching colors of wire. So blue to blue, white to white, black to black. I'm going to feed that wiring harness up over near the door lock area, pull it up where I can work on it. And I'm going to connect this white to white. This is they call the neutral. It's kind of hard to get it to go in this long sleeve, so I'm going to use my diagonal pliers to cut off about ½ an inch of that sleeve. That's going to make it a lot easier. They just put that on there to make sure that the metal doesn't touch the frame, but it's protected. It just had too much to really work with it. I'll do the same thing, about ½ an inch cut off here on the blue wire. And I'm going to hook the wiring harness blue wire to the old blue and white wire that was coming from the washer to the door lock. And then I have 2 black wires, one black, one I think is black with a different color on it. But on your new wiring harness, you have 2 black wires, and you can hook up either black one up to either black one. Don't worry about that one with the stripe. It doesn't make any difference. So we're going to pull that wiring harness up in there so I can get to it. I think I had the drain connected already, so I'll disconnect that, pull it up through, and I've got a couple of black wires there from the wiring harness. So I'll do that same thing. I'll clip off some of the sleeve there, about 1/2 inch. Snip it off with the diagonal pliers, and then I'll go ahead and connect the black to black. That's going to be the hot lead, bringing power to the door switch. So just make sure you get these on there really tight, nice secure connections. And then I have another one here I think this is the one that's black with the stripe. So I'm going to hook that one to here. So I've got all those hooked on nice and tight. Almost done. Okay, I'm going to hook up the new door switch now. So I'm hooking this modular connector up. That's the black and white. Hook up this gray one. It's multicolored. Hook up this one to the wax motor at the bottom. Get it nice and tight. All right. I'll go ahead now and just feed those wires back in. I'll put the door boot into position, and I'll put the door lock into position and tighten it up, and I'll stuff those wires back down near the drain pump in the lower right part of the washer. So I'm just going to add the 2 Phillips head screws. Going to put this one from the wiring harness onto the drain pump, and then this pink and white one, I'm going to hook that up to the pink and white one that goes from the washing machine that used to go to the drain pump. Put that on nice and secure. Got that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put the door boot back on. Be good to, if you're all done, it'd be good to add a little bit of glue there. A little bit of contact cement would be ideal to hold that boot in position. Close that up. And then I should just take that motor controller and put it back into the back right area and put the 2 Phillips head screws to hold it in. It actually sits in a vertical position back on the side of the motor. If you want to do your motor controller too, here's how you can do it. You just pull off these 2 connectors, take out the old motor controller, and then you're going to just pull it out of its plastic case, because usually the one you get delivered to you will be just the circuit board. You have to reuse the plastic piece. So I'm going to just pull up to let loose the plastic clips. Here's the new one. It's just a new circuit board. I'll feed the new one into the plastic case. Push it in until it clicks, and then I'll just put those connectors back on. So make sure that you wiggle these connectors on all really nice and tight. And I'll put that motor controller back in, and that should do the trick. I hope this has been helpful to you and gets your machine spinning nice and strong again. Thanks so much for watching our video. We really appreciate your support. And when you get a chance, please press the subscribe button below so you can be subscribed, and also the notification bell so we can send you more videos about appliance repair. Please also give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. If you really liked the video and it really helped you, please press this new applaud button and you can show your support and also get a nice clapping hands for your video. Thanks again.